want no smoke with me. Can turn this motherfucker up 800 degrees. Whole team eat chefs cause she's a treat. Ooh, she's so bougie, bon appetit.
I'm a savage, attitude nasty. Talk big shit, but my bank account match it. Hood, but I'm classy. Rich, but I'm ratchet. Haters kept my name in their mouth, not a gagging. Bougie.
Hey guys, it's your girl Erica J coming to you with a video. As you saw in the description, I am going to get my Lipo 360 and BBL. So, I told you guys in my last video, my 9-month update, that I was contemplating getting Lipo 360. And so I have made the decision to go ahead and move forward with it. I did get clearance from my primary care physicians as well as my hematologist to go ahead and do the surgery. As a lot of you guys already know, with my first surgery, I had a tummy tuck and muscle repair. I didn't get any liposuction at all. So this time I'm going to go back and get all Lipo 360 all the way around. And I have a butt, but I just want to enhance it. I don't know if you guys noticed, but for me, I feel like I lost my butt when I lost weight. So I have lost weight on this journey. So my butt kind of went down a little bit with me losing weight overall. So I just want to go ahead and make it a little bit rounder. I'm not trying to have a big gadunk, or nothing like that, because I have a nice butt already. I just really want to reshape it. I just want it nice and round. For my BBL, I don't like lats. Everybody's different. I'm not getting the laterals. I'm just going to get a BBL. I want the slope bottom with the hips, slope and hips, to kind of complement what I already got going on. I do want a little bit more projection and a nice cuff, but I don't want it just too big. I think my biggest fear is waking up with a big butt. So I don't want it to be too big because I don't want that kind of attention. But to each his own, right? So if you want to go big, some people say go big or go home. So to each his own. So back to that. So I chose to go with Dr. Sampson in Miami. I will say he does really good work as far as Lipo 360 and the BBLs. It's a lot of doctors out there. You can go do your research. I chose Dr. Sampson before I knew about Dr. Dalbeck in Miami. But Dr. Dalbeck does a lot of good work as well. I was looking at Dr. Bass, BASS, but he passed away, so he was no longer an option. And we looked at doctors here, Houston, Miami, different places. I never thought about going out the country to get Lipo 60 or BBL. I wanted to go somewhere in the U.S. Now, as you guys know, Dr. Gray did my tummy tuck and my muscle repair. To me, he did a really good job, but I would go to him for his lipo, but his lipo is really a la carte, so it gets pretty expensive once you add everything up. So I was just looking for someone that just did a whole 360 liposuction one price. Now, Dr. Gray is probably really good with lipo, but I wouldn't let him do my BBL. I would want a ass man or a butt man to touch his butt. So Dr. Gray is really good with tummy tucks, but it was just a choice that I made. So if I get my breast done, I may go to Dr. Gray for breast work because he does really good breasts. But that was the decision I made. Dr. Sampson in Miami, Florida. He is at Seduction Cosmetics. Now, I did not have the best experience with Seduction Cosmetics so far. And my surgery is scheduled for next week. Today is Friday. My schedule is Tuesday, July 14th. I will be recording play-by-play of everything that's going to be happening. I'm going to take you guys on the ride for that journey, so stay tuned for that video. I'm going to show it all, the good, the bad, the ugly. You know how I do. So I'm going to show you the drainage, everything. So when you come for the next video, come prepared to see the good, the bad, and the ugly of a BBL. I'm going to be showing you guys everything from pre-op to surgery day to post-op, and then give you guys updates after that. So my issues with Seduction. So I paid a deposit back in December. I know that was quite some time ago. I only paid the deposit. I did not pay in full. Back then they were having a special for $250 deposit for Lipo 360 and BBL plus Cell Saver. The total price was $5,200. And again, that was Lipo 360, BBL, and Cell Saver for $5,200. So I hopped on that price. and locked it in with the $250 deposit. But I was still kind of shopping around at other doctors because I just wasn't 100% sure, because you hear so much about seduction. Not necessarily Dr. Sampson himself. A lot of people say he's blunt, he's direct, he's to the point. But I can respect blunt. I can't respect rude. But then at the same time, I can understand, because some people have these wish pics, and it's like, girl, he can't. I mean, he's a miracle worker, but he ain't God, okay? So I can understand, like, when people come to him and they want him to do all these miracles and things like that, he can't make them happen. So he has to be really, you know, direct and straightforward with people. So I will let you guys know how that interaction is when I meet him. As far as seduction, so I paid my $250 in December. I really didn't talk to them much until we got closer to a date. So now, coming into this month, which is August, I knew I had to get my pre-op within 30 days of the surgery. I know I had complications after the last surgery, so I took it upon myself to go to my PCP, kind of let them know I was thinking about getting lipo, see what their thoughts was. She wanted me to go to hematology, went to hematology. They said, okay, cool, I just want to coordinate your care with Dr. Sampson and, you know, make sure everything's good. So the breakdown, the disconnect happened when my hematologist was trying to contact Seduction to actually coordinate my care. No one at Seduction was answering the phones, answering their calls. And so basically my hematologist was like, look, I've been trying to call them. I've been trying to contact them. They're not answering. My recommendation is that you take Eliquis for 14 days post-op. So my hematologist wrote me a prescription for Eliquis, a low dose, 2.5 milligrams for 14 days post-op. And that was pretty much it. So I had been texting the people at Seduction, had been calling them, hey, my doctor want to talk to you. No communication at all, none. I have a coordinator, her name is Mercy. I talked to that girl one time, and that's when I booked, and she put my date in, and that was it. I haven't had no communication with her. I text that number, she does not reply. I finally hit her up on Instagram and all that. She replied and told me to call the office. Okay, push forward. So I went to see the hematologist back in May. And he told me he wasn't going to do any additional testing because he thought my pulmonary embolism was strictly related to the surgery, and he didn't think I was high risk. So that's why he didn't want to do any additional tests. So when I went to go get my clearance for surgery, I went June 25th or June 26th to get my clearance from surgery. My doctor cleared me. I did all my labs. My hemoglobin's 12.5. All my blood work is totally normal. I don't have high cholesterol. I don't have diabetes. Nothing. Like, everything is like perfect. So I did Seduction will give you a clearance form. You have to get an EKG. You got to get a drug test. You got to get a pregnancy test. Like, they do so many labs. So we got all of that done and sent all that information in to Seduction. So something just out the blue, it was on, I think, Tuesday. I called Seduction just to see if they had received my clearance, right? Because, mind you, I had been texting and calling, saying, hey, I'm trying to coordinate my care between my doctor. I've been sending them messages from the doctor. No one's responded. So I just called to see if they received my clearance. And the lady told me, oh, well, your surgery was canceled. Canceled? What do you mean canceled? Your surgery was canceled on the 16th of June because we didn't have clearance for your surgery. I said, ma'am, that doesn't make sense. My surgery is scheduled for July 14th. If you have to get the clearance within 30 days on the 16th of June, that was within my 30-day window. Why would you cancel my surgery? Oh, we canceled your surgery because you had a history of a pulmonary embolism, and we can't do your surgery if you had a pulmonary embolism. You only know about my pulmonary embolism because I told you about it, and because I told you that my doctor's trying to coordinate your care. And I'm like, okay, well, today is like the 20-something of June. Who's going to notify me and let me know that my surgery was canceled, right? I said, I've been trying to contact you guys to coordinate my care and to make sure I can get cleared so I can pay in full. At that time, I had not paid in full. I had only paid my deposit, which I was not going to pay in full until I knew that I was going to get cleared. I'd rather lose $250 than to lose $5,200 and whatever, you know, fees and everything like that. So, long story short, we went round and round and round and round. Had to talk to a manager. She finally agreed. She said, well, My doctor had told me that Tuesday that they had already sent my clearance to Seduction, but the lady said she hadn't received it. It takes 24 to 48 hours for them to receive it. So she's like, basically, if she gets my clearance, she'll put me back on the schedule for the 14th. Mind you, my flight is already paid for, okay? My hotel is already booked, and they're telling me they canceled my surgery because they didn't have clearance. That was total BS. I was so fucking pissed. Excuse my language. I was so upset. I even started looking at alternate doctors in case that I wouldn't be able to get in, because I already requested off from work 2 weeks. Like, I already have everything planned. I have all my stuff, and you're telling me that you cancel my surgery. But lo and behold, I talked to her. That was on Tuesday. I called back on Friday. She got my clearance. They did honor it and put me back on the schedule. So I went on ahead and paid my surgery in full, so that we can get the surgery. So that was a little bit of the rigmarole that I've went through. Now, as far as today's Friday, I had to contact them to see when my pre-op is going to be on Monday, because if I'm having surgery on Tuesday, I have to do pre-op on Monday. And I'm like, no one's called me to let me know what time to come. But again, I texted the number, I called, I had to go on Instagram and DM people. Someone eventually did call me back, and we got my pre-op time. It's going to be Monday at 1 o'clock. Granted, I was trying to go Monday morning, but it didn't work out like that. So I got Monday at 1 o'clock. Now, let me tell you guys the problem now. I planned this surgery right after my cycle started. So I looked at I have the little menstrual cycle calendar, and last time I had my tummy tuck, and then like a week and a half after I had my tummy tuck, my cycle came. But my cycle came early. It wasn't supposed to come. So this time I tried to plan my surgery like as soon as my period ends, I was going to have surgery. Not soon as, but like I had like a couple day window, right? Period came a couple days late. It just started on yesterday, which is Thursday. So I'm freaking out now, because every time I get on my cycle, I gain at least a minimum of 5 pounds water weight. So that is freaking me out right now, because I'm so bloated. I'm so like miserable and don't want to be bothered. And now I'm have to have surgery. So my cycle should be off by Monday for pre-op, but it may or may not be. So I'm worried about that extra fluid and the extra water weight. I don't know if they're going to say anything about my BMI. So, as you guys know, I had got down to like 208, 209, but due to COVID-19, I had got back up to like 216, 217. It just depends on the day of the week. Well, I tried to do some intermittent fasting and get my weight back down, so I had got it down to 214 steady. But due to this cycle and this water weight and me being bloated, my scale is showing like 218, 219, and I'm like, oh my God, my BMI is going to be too high for surgery. I'm freaking out about it. So I'm doing my intermittent fasting over the weekend. I'm trying to do pretty much one meal and a protein drink to try to help so I won't retain so much fluid. I don't know what else to do because of the fluid. So I did, my husband was like, my height is, I always say I'm 5'3". My husband told me to remeasure myself. I did do my height again, and my height is 5'4". So I'm hoping that when I get there, they can measure my height so that they can see that my height is 5'4" and not 5'3", because that 1 inch makes a big difference in your BMI. Your BMI has to be 37. So if I'm 5'3", I can't weigh more than 210 to have surgery. If I'm 5'4", then I can go up to like 216 to have surgery. So it just depends on my height. So we're going to have them do my height when I get there, do my weight when I get there, and I'm going to explain, hey, I'm bloated because I'm on my cycle, and hopefully we won't have any issues. So that's the hope. So that's my only worry right now is with that. So now, when I first booked this flight and everything, it was pre-COVID-19, and so my husband had to work, and so it was just supposed to be me and my daughter going to Miami. She was supposed to graduate high school. We're going to go to Miami for a couple of days and then have surgery and then come back home. Well, due to COVID-19, he's been off of work, so he was like, well, I want to go. So since he wants to go, we decided to make it a family thing. And so it was no flights. Like, all the flights were booked up from Houston to Miami. And then the return flights were all layovers. It was no direct flights. So we had to break everything up. So basically, And then my daughter got a new job, so she couldn't fly out with me. So basically, I would have flew to Miami by myself, and then she would have came a couple days later and then fly back home with me. So I know I'm talking, giving y'all a lot of information. I don't want the video to be too long. So basically, what we decided to do is we got a rental car, we got an SUV. Me, Chris, and the kids, we're going to drive to Miami as a family because they didn't have any more flights leaving out around that time, and since it's so close to the surgery date, the cost of the flights for all 6 of us is so expensive. So me, Chris, and 3 of my children are going to drive there. My oldest daughter is going to fly to Miami on Thursday. I'll be like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 2 days post-op. She's going to come in on Thursday and stay with us, all 6 of us, until Sunday, because I fly back home on Sunday. So on Sunday, my daughter, my oldest daughter, is going to fly back home with me on the airplane. We're going to fly back first class. It's a direct flight from Miami to Houston. We're going to fly back that way. Chris and the kids are going to leave on Saturday so that they can get home by Sunday so that they're here when I get here and get off the airplane. So that's our plan. So we will do a ride along video. I'll show you guys another little video of us in the car if y'all want to see that. It's just going to be me, Chris, and the kids. Just give y'all some entertainment, right? Just give y'all something to see. Because girls and guys, this 17-hour drive from Texas to Florida is going to be something, okay? But, I mean, the kids are older. They're teenagers, so hopefully they won't drive me too nuts in the car. So, but anyway, without further ado, let's get into the reason for this video. I just told you who I'm having surgery with, where I'm having surgery with. It's next week. I got a couple days left. Told you my problems and all that good stuff. So let's get into what am I taking with me for surgery. So a lot of people ask me what I took for my tummy tuck, and I didn't make a list. I kind of did a little snippet video. I didn't do a full review of everything I took with me for my tummy tuck. So this time I'm going to do a detailed video and show you everything I'm taking with me. Now, granted, you may not need everything that I'm taking with me. I did not purchase all of these things. These are some things that I've had previously, so I didn't have to go out and buy all of this stuff. I will show you what I purchased. Things that I purchased and then things that I already had. So I'll let you know things that you're going to need and things that you may not need. It's kind of up to you. Since we're driving, I'm able to take all of this with me. If I was flying, I would not be able to take all this stuff with me, plus my clothes and everything like that. So just take that in consideration. Now, Seduction has a package when I get there. It's $300. The $300 includes 1 massage, 2 garments, 2 Fajas, and a BBL pillow, 3 Lovenox injections, and the drug screens. That's $300. Now with COVID-19, we have to do a COVID-19 test. That's $100. So for the rapid COVID-19, they're testing for the antibodies for COVID. So when I get there, I have to have $400 to pay for all of those things. So that's the only thing that I don't have to show you is my garment, my stage 1 Faja, and my BBL pillow. I don't have those. I'll have to show you. You'll see those things in the next video. But I have everything else that I'm taking with me as of now. So hold on. I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to go through everything that's on the table. Okay guys, so I'm going to go through the table and show you a lot of the things that I have. Again, a lot of these things I had from my previous surgery and just from being in healthcare. So, I kind of got everything organized on the table, but I'll just go through it as I can reach it. So right here you see my wall hot and cold massager. I'm going to take this with me. I did book for post-op massages. I paid a deposit for it, and so I'm getting 4 massages because I have surgery on Tuesday, so I'll get a massage Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Sunday on the way home, I'm not going to get a massage. I'm just taking the massager with me. I may or may not need it, but I'm just going to take it with me. This right here is the hot setting. It's how it gets heated up, and then I'm taking this head here with me as well, just to see if I can massage myself. I may be too sore to do it, but Chris should be able to help me, or the kids. So I am taking this with me. Anybody that knows about massaging, you need some Arnica gel. So I have some Arnica gel that I'm taking. This was already open, so I bought some extra ones for my massages. Arnica gel helps with bruising, stiffness. It's like you really need it if you're gonna have any liposuction. So I have several tubes of that just to kind of help me with my Lipo 360 and any swelling or discoloration of the skin. In addition to the Arnica gel, I got the Arnica pills. I got these off of Amazon, the Arnica pills. And the Arnica gels, you can get that on Amazon or you can get it at HEB because I bought it from HEB as well. So that's what I have as far as massaging in my tummy. I do have some Benadryl gel for itching, just in case I get some itches. I got some Benadryl gel. I have some Aquaphor. I probably won't need any Aquaphor. I use this with my tummy tuck to do like a Vaseline gauze dressing around my tummy tuck incision. I'm not getting a tummy tuck this time. I'm just getting Lipo 360. I'm quite sure I may not need the Aquaphor, but I'm just bringing it, and I just wanted to show you guys what I use with my tummy tuck. Okay, and then I just got a moisturizer. You always need some type of moisturizer for your skin. Okay, so those are some of the items that I have. So you all know that before you have surgery, you have to do a shower in antibacterial soap the night before. So I have my bars of Dial antibacterial soap, the gold bar. I also have some surgical scrub. You guys know I got an infection after the first surgery I had. I don't want an infection this time, so I will be bathing in my Dial soap and my surgical scrub. And the morning before surgery, I got these from the hospital when I was in there. These are some I hope you can see it. These are some patient preoperative skin preparation wipes. So the morning of surgery, I'm going to wipe my whole freaking body down with these wipes here to kind of disinfect myself. That's when I was in the hospital last time, they used these for me every day. I wiped myself down in those. So I have that. Now, I'll have my little surgical sites where Dr. Sampson is supposed to leave 2 in the front open so that I can drain, and the one in the back. So I do have some wound cleanser just to clean it. So you can just buy any saline or wound cleanser just to clean your sites, because again, I don't want infection. So I told you guys earlier that my doctor recommends that I take the Eliquis, which is a blood thinner. So normally when you have lipo, you drain. I know I'm going to drain 10 times more than a normal person will drain because I'm going to be on a blood thinner. So I'm already mentally preparing. I'm already telling Chris it's going to look like I've been slaughtered. It's okay. It's just fluid and it's going to happen. So to kind of help with that, I have these ABD pads. Anybody in healthcare, you know what an ABD pad is. I have these ABD pads. If you don't have ABD pads, you can always use maxi pads. A lot of people use maxi pads just to cover your, to put in your faja to kind of absorb some of the drainage. Okay, so I have ABD pads. I have gloves. Just get some gloves. I have large and medium. So Chris and I can have some, or whoever helping me change. I have some gauze pads back there on the table as well. So anybody that has surgery, you always hear that you need foams. So I bought these foams. These are post-op surgical foams. I got these on Amazon. I think maybe 25 bucks for 3 foams. So it's 3 of them in a pack. Okay. In addition to the foams, I have a lipo backboard. I'll take it out the bag so you can see it. When you get liposuction, you need an ab board and a backboard if you're getting liposuction to your back. So this is my backboard. It's upside down. It kind of goes like this. This part goes kind of like in the crack of your butt, and then this part goes on your back. Now, I thought that these boards were going to be hard, but they're actually pretty soft. So, I mean, but they're all pretty soft. I thought they would be like firm. So I have the backboard, and then for the ab board, this is the one I have for my ab. Can you really stop? So for my abdominal board, I wanted one that was wide. So I got the wide one. They have some that are more narrow, but I'm a big girl, so I just figured that this probably would, oh, you can't see. I thought that this one probably would fit my stomach better. Okay. So I have an ab board. So I have my foams and my ab board and my backboard. So when I was just doing my Amazon shopping, I actually bought another board. It's an all-in-one. Honey, this thing does not go around my waist, okay? Maybe it will one day, but it's supposed to be like an ab board, and that it's an ab board. It has an ab board in it. It's hard right here. It's harder than the one that I have, but it's supposed to wrap around your waist. I'm not sure if they have them in all different sizes, but this one does not go completely around my waist. I'm hoping that after Lipo it will, but if it don't, I'll just keep it and put it inside of my Faja, and I'll still probably just wear it. I thought it was just good to get to kind of add, because if you know, after they say you have your stage 1 Faja, so after a week, you're going to have a lot of room in it. So if I don't have a smaller one, I can just add the boards and the foams to it to kind of take it in. And I'm also going to bring one of my waist trainers with me as well, just in case I need that extra compression till I get home and get me a stage 2 Faja. So either I'll try to find a place in Miami to buy a good stage 2, or I'll get one from here. It's a lady, she does Colombian Faja. So I haven't decided. If I find a good one in Miami, I'll let you know, and I'll give you the info in the next video. Because I'm going to be draining, I have these these pads for the bed to lay down on the bed so that I won't get blood and fluid on the sheets. I did not buy a mattress cover, but you can't buy a mattress cover. You can use trash bags. I have trash bags. That's what I'm going to use to cover the mattress with, if I can tolerate it, because I don't like to sweat. So I probably just use those. I have tons of those, so I might just line the bed with that. If I'm draining too much, then I will put a trash bag or something down to kind of protect the mattress. I don't know if I showed you guys, I have knee pads. I see a lot of people with BBL, you cannot sit on your bottom for 6 weeks directly. You can use your BBL pillow, but then sometimes you get tired of sitting on the BBL pillow. So I have these knee pads. So if I just want to sit on the floor and like get on my knees, and you know, just in case I need to do that. So I got knee pads. In addition to the knee pads, I will have my BBL pillow, and I'll show you. But I got this Boppy Pillow. I don't know if you guys can see. It's not for me to sit on. I got the Boppy Pillow to put around my waist for back support. I got the Boppy Pillow to put around my waist for back support when I'm sitting on the BBL pillow, because my back is not going to be flushed up against the chair. So I just got this for a little added back support. So I got this on Amazon as well. A lot of people swear by it. If you get the BBL pillow, you're going to need something to support your back. So that's why I got the Boppy Pillow. Okay. So I got some pull-ups. I didn't buy these. I already had these from being in healthcare, but these are large. Hopefully they fit. Hopefully my booty don't be too big and I can't fit them. I can fit a large right now and I have a little room, but you know, who knows with swelling. Hopefully they'll still be able to fit. So moving along to my hair. So I think if you follow me on Instagram, you guys saw me start taking this. This is the Floradix. My hemoglobin is a 12.5. It's not really low already, but again, I'm going to be on a blood thinner. I'm going to be draining, so I have Floradix to take for post-op so that I can just make sure that I don't get my hemoglobin doesn't drop too low. And I'm getting a cell saver as well, so that should help. So between getting a cell saver and taking the Floradix, I should be good because my hemo is already good. One thing that I use now, even with my tummy tuck, and I recommend you always get this, is Tumeric and the Bromelin. These things help wonders with swelling. Even like right now, today, I'm like 10 months post-op, but if I'm going out and I'm going somewhere, I'll pop me a Bromelin and a Tumeric before I go, and it helps really like flatten my stomach out. Right now, I'm really swollen, so, but it is what it is. What can I do? So, in addition to this, I have lots of different medications on this table. I'm not going to go through all of them. You will need some Tylenol PM. You will need some Tylenol PM or some extra strength Tylenol or Tylenol arthritis. It's 650 milligrams. And then you can just get Benadryl, because Tylenol PM is just basically Tylenol and Benadryl mixed up. So you can get the Tylenol PM, or you can just get Benadryl and Tylenol. It's up to you. Don't get ibuprofen because it's an increased risk of bleeding. So in addition to that, you're going to be on Percocets or some type of pain medicine. So make sure you take a stool softener and or a laxative. And if you take those things, that's good. But then I have some anti-diarrhea medication as well, just in case. You don't have to take the anti-diarrhea medication, but I just like to be prepared. When I have my tummy tuck, let me tell you, you need some gas eggs, some Tums, anything to help you with gas and indigestion. You definitely need that, because that was my biggest thing with my tummy tuck. I had a lot of gas pain, and I had to get up and walk a lot to help move the gas around. So I have Tums. I have my own controls with me. I'm going to take a few just in case my husband's not going to be able to get my medications in time. I have some Narcos just in case, because I don't want to be in pain. I hear so many people say, oh, they were out of the prescription, oh, they're not going to be ready in time. So I have medication just in case I don't want to be in pain. So I have that. We talked about stool softeners, pain medication, the Bromelin, the Tumeric. And so that is all for that. They should give me a prescription for nausea and vomiting medication. If not, I have nausea and vomiting medication already, just in case. I also am bringing antibiotics just in case I start to get a fever, infection, whatever. So you don't have to do that. It's just stuff that I already have, and I'm just bringing it just in case. You know, I won't. Hey, I was in the hospital 17 days. I don't want to do that again. So I'm bringing pretty much everything in the kitchen sink. So this is something that I saw online. It's a pre-op drink. It's called Clear Fast. I'm going to take it out so you can see it. It's a pre-operative drink. You take it the night before surgery, and then you can take it after surgery. You see, Clear Fast. Okay. So I got it in a watermelon flavor. I'm going to be taking this the day before surgery, because you can't eat after a certain time depending on what time your surgery is scheduled for the next day. So I'm going to take the Clear Fast the night before, and then after surgery, when I wake up and everything, I'm going to take the second Clear Fast to kind of help give me the electrolytes and things that I need. Also, once we get to Miami, we're going to go shopping, and I'll show you guys the things that I have there to kind of help me, you know, over the next couple of days while I'm there. So what I'll be eating and drinking and all that. Most likely it'll be Poweraide. Poweraide is better than Gatorade, because Gatorade is high in sodium. So Poweraide is a go-to adult Pedialyte if you want to use that. So just things like that to make sure you're staying hydrated. Again, I know I'm going to be draining a lot. I know I'm going to be draining, so I have to stay hydrated. That's my biggest thing, is making sure I'm hydrated and free of infection. So of course, we got hand sanitizer. We have Lysol, Clorox wipes, disinfectants. When we get to the hotel, I'm going to Lysol disinfect the whole room, make sure everything is clean when I get there, because again, I don't want infection. I don't know if you guys have any of these devices. You don't have to go out and buy them. I don't have high blood pressure, but I have a blood pressure cuff in case I'm bleeding out and my blood pressure drops. So I have a blood pressure cup just to measure my blood pressure in case, you know, if I'm bleeding out too much. I just want to keep track of that and know when I need to go to the ER if I need to. Thermometer, I think everybody should have a thermometer. Infection is a risk of any surgery, so I have a thermometer to check my temperature, and then a pulse ox just to check my oxygen level and my heart rate. These are some things that you don't necessarily need, but I already have them, so why not take them? And then I have some additional face masks, so when the lady comes to do my massages, she should have her own mask, but if she don't, I have some surgical masks. I'll be making sure I wear a surgical mask when she comes to do my massages, and she has a mask on as well. In addition, I have a pill box. You should get a pill box. It should at least be 7 days a week and have at least 3 slots, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. When I had surgery before for my tummy tuck, I took antibiotics 3 times a day. That's something Dr. Gray just gives you. Every doctor is different. If Dr. Sampson gives me antibiotics, we're just going to pre-fill them up in this box. I'll put my pain medications in here for the first couple of days, my Bromelin, my Tumeric. I'm going to have all of that already in here, and a sleep aid at night. So I just go in my little pill box, take my medication. So once I get my prescriptions, we're going to fill this baby up and have it ready for my 5 days. I will be in Miami for 5 days post-op. So we'll have these already pre-filled and ready to go. So that pretty much concludes my video on what I'm taking with me to Miami. We probably pick up some additional things when we get there, but that's pretty much it. I just got some really comfortable nightgowns and things like that to take. So that pretty much concludes my video on what I'm taking with me. If I pick up anything, that'll be in the next video. You'll see what I pick up when we go to Miami, but pretty much I think I'm taking everything that I need since we're flying. I mean, since we're driving. If I was flying, I would have had to purchase a lot of these things when I got there, because you know how it is taking baggage and stuff like that. So I'm gonna post some pre pictures here. Those are my pre pictures. I took those the other day. As you see, I do have some love handles. I do have some back fat, and I was looking at these arms. I will ask Dr. Sampson if he can do some lipo to these arms. I don't know if I'm going to do them yet. It's additional $900 to get your arms, but I don't want to get my arms if it's going to take away from the lipo he has to do around my waist. So it just depends on what he says at pre-op. So I'll let you guys know in the next video what you'll see if I get arm lipo or not. So, but that's pretty much it. I went to Walmart and got some nice little throw-on gowns. They're like $6, $7. Big t-shirts, or like I got a bigger size t-shirt that I can wear, because I just want to be comfortable. I don't plan on really going out, but I will take a couple of like sundresses, maxi dresses, just in case I'm feeling up to it and we want to go out and about. So, but anyway, I think that's it. I'm going to try to go ahead and get this video out to you guys as soon as possible. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and let me know. We have a couple days before surgery, so you can go ahead and ask me any questions that you want to know, so that when I post my next video, tell me what you want to see. Let me know what you want to see, what you want to hear, things like that. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so that you can see my surgery, my Lipo 360 BBL journey, and then you can see my post-op routine, as well as, you know, whatever it is that we have to come, more self-care and things like that. So anyway, thanks for watching, and peace.